Joe Harper was telling us during the break that the worst polygraph result he's ever seen was O.J. Simpson's. Is that right? O.J. Simpson?
Close to it, yeah.
Yeah, he used to. They used to tabulate this mathematically when they do it more professionally than this, where we're just playing around with it. And he got a minus 24. Is that what you said?
That's correct. That's what Kardashian indicated in his book. That he took a polygraph and did not pass it. And his score was a minus 20.
And so what is happening so far? The first segment that we did with Stugotz, how much of a liar is he? Like the 3 times that he was lying, how obvious was it to you and your machine that he was lying?
Minus 25.
Really?
Worse than O.J. Simpson.
Well, we had 5 questions. I answered 2 truthfully. I feel like I'm just minus 1.
Worse? It's not plus minus.
Oh.
It's bad. Okay. So, he was laughing during the break at what a bad liar Stugotz is, or how his machine has identified Stugotz as a pathological liar.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but close.
Okay. Very good.
All right.
So, more questions for Stugotz from Joe Harper, polygraph specialist. You can check him out, josephwharper.com.
Damn music.
What do you got, Joe?
Okay, question number 1. Are your apologies to Dan sincere after you make fun of his fat face?
Yes.
Gotta be a no.
Oh, man. How bad a no
No
is
sincerity here, no, none at all.
He apologizes so often for that. So often he apologizes. I know they're not sincere. Go ahead.
Okay, number 2. For several years on local radio, you endorsed a bee pollen supplement called Nature Bee. Do you ever use Nature Bee regularly?
Yes.
I would go sometimes, not regularly.
Okay, so
take it, Joe.
it's close to the truth. It's not a horrible lie.
Almost.
Okay, all right. Said he used it every day. Used it sometime.
Short memory. Do you feel you get enough credit for coming up with the idea to put Dan on radio?
No.
Yeah, that's the truth.
That is the truth. That's definitely the truth.
No shame there.
Now, wait.
Was happy
Can
to admit
I
that.
ask a question? Can I ask a question and then you can register his response? You don't have to be asking
Go
the
for
question,
it.
right?
You're asking
All right.
follow-ups here?
Yeah, well, no, I
This
just
is
want
dangerous.
Yes, I want to ask.
It might take a little longer because this one hasn't been pre-calibrated, so go ahead.
Okay, what does that mean?
Means that you're sort of like jumping in on the order, but let's go.
winging
Let's
it.
do it.
Lie
We're winging
detector
it.
jargon,
Yeah,
man. That's all
yeah,
it is.
let's go.
Okay?
All
All right.
Should it be the Stugotz Show with Dan Le Batard?
No.
That'd be the truth.
Whoa!
How about that?
That's
All
a
right.
stunner right
Good
there.
job,
That's
Sue.
a stunner.
You like that? Now you
I
could, if you
can't
asked
believe it.
Now you could have asked, should it be the Dan Le Batard show, Dan Le Batard and Stugotz show? And I would say yes to that.
Oh, so the width is the width?
I mean, the width is like I'm just kind of hanging off, like, like a little toenail, Like I'm just kind of hanging off to the side there, which is what I'm doing,
an
actually.
Important
Yeah.
toenail.
Yeah.
All right,
Very important.
go ahead, Joe.
All right. For Charlie's Grid of Death punishment, did you purchase a doghouse?
Yes.
Not with any money.
That's a lie?
Oh, a whopper.
It's a whopper!
A whopper!
That's a
One of the
whopper!
longest running lies.
Liar! Liar!
The next one. Does it bother you how much Dan makes fun of you?
No.
Yes, it does. You must be brutal, Dan.
Really doesn't, though.
All right, we're going to come back with more lie detector stuff in a second. We are grateful for Miami police officer Joe Harper's work here. He's a polygraph specialist. How many years in the police force here in Miami have you spent?
Well, before I got hurt, I was 10 years for the county police.
Okay, so it was 10 years, and then he was responding to a crime, got shot in the neck, and now he's a polygraph specialist. He's perfect for this role in a number of different ways.
Yes.
He looks the role.
Oh, yes.
He's got the right shirt for the role. He's got the pen in the shirt pocket.
I'm ready to go.
He is ready to attack. And so if you want to get more familiar with Joe Harper, josephwharper.com is where you go. Stugatz is strapped into a polygraph. And are you feeling less comfortable than you did before? Because this thing is really exposing you.
No, I'm fine. I feel comfortable. I'm
Couldn't
totally
get
cool
much
with it.
worse.
Yeah. Thanks, Joe.
It is like right now you are seeing. He thought he was going to be the professional assassin who fooled the polygraph expert. You're telling us that the results you're getting on your machine are horrific.
Genuine. Yeah, genuine reactions.
But they're bad. You're telling us that he's horrible at lying.
I would say that.
Okay.
Easily.
Okay. One of the worst you've ever seen?
Top 5.
Wow.
I've been on death row a few times. I've been all over the world doing this. So he's in the top 5.
Top 5 worst liars ever. You thought you were a good liar.
They all do. That's really a fact.
Okay.
Starting to feel worse and worse about this. With each passing moment.
He should.
I mean, top 5, Joe. Death row. OJ.
Yes. All right. Let's go ahead. I mean, you're worse than OJ so far. Let's give him the OJ documentary music.
Just
right
a
here.
little bit worse.
Just a little bit. Just 1 point
He
worse.
was at 25.
OJ Simpson. So far. Let's give him the OJ. You're 1 point worse than what Joe told us was the worst he'd ever seen, which is OJ Simpson.
Oh. Okay. We're back to live action. All right. Stugatz, do you believe that Dan is holding you back?
That is such a good question.
No.
That's truthful.
Oh, look at that.
Team player for sure.
You know, like occasionally, like some of the answers, like you get a glimpse into. There's a good guy there somewhere.
Somewhere in there.
Hidden, buried underneath the lies. there is a dollop of a good guy.
Coming through. All right, it's coming through. All right, next question. You give up $5,000 of your own salary if it meant that everyone in the shipping container got a $20,000 raise.
Yes.
He would do that.
There's a good guy in there. There's a
Some of
good
these questions are just genuinely. I want to know if there's some good in him.
All right, but hold on a second. Can you ask? Can we change the numbers on that a little bit? Can you ask? Would
Push
you
it
give
out a
up
little bit?
$5,000 of your own salary if everyone in the shipping container also got $5,000? Because you just made it $80,000 versus $5,000. Can you change the numbers on that question a little bit?
Okay, just tell me what you need to know. We can change.
Ask him, would he exchange $5,000 of his salary in exchange for the shipping container getting to split $10,000?
You do exchange $5,000 of your own salary, right?
Yep,
If the shipping container personnel got what?
$10,000. A total of $10,000. The music makes this better.
It really does.
Very suspenseful. Yes, it's very suspenseful.
Texters are asking if this could be the entire show every day.
All right, well, why don't you go ahead and ask that question? I'll monitor it.
Okay. Stugatz, would you give up $5,000 of your own salary if it meant that the shipping container, all 5 people in there, would get $10,000?
Yes.
Still a true answer.
You're a
Look
good
at
guy.
that!
Angel. You're an angel.
Yeah, I think you need to push my losses out more, meaning would I give up like $80,000 for them to get...
Well, I think we should do that, though. All right, so Stugatz, you give me $5,000, and I'll give the shipping container $10,000.
No, it's not.
Let's not do that. Maybe tomorrow.
In theory, it sounds good.
Go ahead, Joe. Ask
Okay.
the next one.
Did you ever actually go to the doctors about your phlegm problem?
Yes.
That's true.
Look at that.
Yeah, for the hot tuies, huh?
He's
Having a good round here, right?
This is a hot streak.
Yeah, you're hot.
Like OJ, I'm not as bad as OJ anymore, right?
He's a hot streak on truth telling.
Well, it's not over yet.
Yes, okay.
We're not done.
I know.
It's still early. All right. Were you hoping Billy would be too timid to ask you to pay him what you owe him for the sports bang?
Yes.
That's true. He's definitely hoping that Billy was too
That's
timid.
I'm a horrible
Gross.
person.
That's gross. And he was right about you, Billy. He preyed on your weakness.
The dark side.
Yes.
All right, going along that theme. All right, are you dragging this out to avoid paying him?
No.
Yeah, right.
Hey, Billy, you thought he was a good person. He is no longer a good person.
You just had me fooled.
Yes,
Good luck with that, Billy.
the polygraph test is so much better than you are, Billy. He's preyed on your gullibility.
All right, next question.
Oh no.
If it it should be oh no. If it meant you got to play Augusta, would you forever avoid paying Billy the money you owe him?
No.
Now there's another one. Sorry, Billy.
That's a lie. That's a lie. Billy, you're never going to
having a
see
good
this
round.
money, Billy. This money is never
The
something.
Guillermo
that-
round is killing me, man.
Yeah, the
Killing you.
How much are we talking about?
I love you, Bill.
you don't wait a minute. Can
Is
you
it
wait a minute?
serious, Sean?
That,
All
I
of it.
love you, Bill. Can you
Can you tell if that was the
Can
truth
you
or not?
tell if that was the truth?
Ask me, do I love Guillermo?
That short for Bill.
Yes.
And you have the honors. Go ahead, ask him.
You just said I love you, Billy. Were you telling the truth?
Yes.
He may owe him money, but he's telling the truth about that. He loves the guy.
He loves Billy. Look at that.
But this is a trick now. I'm starting to like him again.
Yeah, you're a pushover, Billy.
Do you have more questions, or do you want to come back with more questions? Go ahead. What do you have,
I think
Joe?
we have
What
one
else?
more here, right? We got one more.
All right, would Stugatz be all right with one of his daughter's ACL tearing if it meant Tom Brady's ACL also tore in week 1?
No. Better come back my way.
That's truthful.
Oh, look at that.
I don't hate Brady that much.
I was sweating there. I was sweating. I think I got one by you there.
He snuck one past
Father of the year.
He's better at this than we thought. He is. Joe. Oh, Joe's over here laughing, and he did. He snuck one past old Joe Harper,
Oh, man.
professional polygrapher.
Okay, and the last but not least here. If instead of losing half your money, you doubled your money, would you divorce your wife?
Oh God.
I need to hear that again.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
I need to hear this clearly.
Oh my
okay.
God. This has escalated quickly.
Oh, boy.
He already threw his daughter under the
Dear
bus. What's going to
God.
happen
Can I
next?
text
Find
her?
out next.
Can I text?
Let's continue with this here. Joe Harper, polygraph specialist, decade in the Miami police force. We've got some more questions for Stugatz as he's hooked up to a polygraph. Go ahead, Joe.
Okay, continuing on. Instead of losing half of your money, you doubled your money. Would you divorce your wife?
No.
Well, not yet. Not divorce her.
Okay.
You answered the truthful
man.
there, yeah.
That could have been so ugly for you.
Love my wife, man. Love my
That would have
wife.
been brutal.
You love money, too.
I do love money, but she's the only one who gets me and would put up with me and stay with me for this long. I ain't gonna find anyone else, man. I ain't gonna find anyone else.
That's put it on a Hallmark
That's
card.
priceless. I
Take
think I
a
slipped
picture
one.
of it and put it on a Hallmark. Go put a picture of Joe.
Think I
Take it
s-
home because there's going to be some sex tonight in the Stugatz household.
I think I slipped another one by him there.
Yeah.
Little 5-hole action.
I know. We were talking during the break. Stugatz said, "I never took Nature Bee. I slipped one past. I slipped one past Joe there." Go ahead, Joe. What else you got?
The poor customer. The poor. All right. When you lost your ID card and Mike asked you every day if you looked for it, did you ever look for it?
Yes.
That's a
Not really.
He's so mad at me right now. I told him that every day for
every day
12 days, I think.
month.
Sorry,
Okay.
Mike.
All right. Next one.
Yeah.
Will you ever stop pitching coaches as guests, even though you know Dan doesn't want to interview coaches?
Yeah.
That's definitely a lie. No doubt about that one.
I love some coach. I love me some coaches,
He
man.
won't stop. Every weekend they get, hey, you want Lon Kruger?
I asked if you wanted Don Mattingly earlier this week.
Go ahead, Joe.
Okay. Were you really the big man on campus in college, as you have claimed?
Yes.
Oh, I think.
No, it's not.
Well, who was?
Wasn't you.
Who was? Give us your rival's name, and we'll see if it spikes. Who was your
Think
rival?
for a second. May have been Mike Maltese, perhaps. Could have been Mike. It could have been Chris Gordon. Chris Gordon could have been BMOC. Oh, this is devastating, man.
Go right down the list. Everybody's on top.
Everyone.
This
everyone
is
he's
devastating.
mentioned
Peter
is hired.
Sussman, oh man,
This
is
gets
heartbreaking.
longer.
Yes, it was not. He was not the big man.
But I believed it. Is it truly a lie if I believed that I was?
If you don't believe it,
Clearly did not believe it. Yeah.
you clearly didn't. Go ahead, Joe. What else you got?
Alrighty. If the Heat and the Knicks played in the Eastern Conference Finals, would you root for the Heat?
Yes.
Let's go Knicks.
Filled with lies. Knicks fan in disguise.
Oh,
Those,
no.
Childhood teams.
No.
It's rough to get away from them.
No.
Okay. All right. Were you ever going to actually spend a night in the Cleveland studio to pay off the grid of death?
Yes.
Not this week.
Liar. How are we going to
We
get
knew
him
that
in
one.
here? I mean, is the next football season really going to start before Stugatz pays his debts from last season?
Obviously.
Can you ask me that one again? Because I realized one of the fingers was not on the table there.
Doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter. Picks it up anyway.
Right.
Last one quickly, Joe.
All right. Are you envious of Bomani for having what you believe to be your seat on Highly Questionable?
No.
Oh, envy. There is envy in the studio here.
Damn you, Joe!
It's alive with envy.
Faulty machine. It's a good question, though.
Let me do it another way. Let me ask him a question.
Okay.
Man.
Are you envious today that sitting in for Bomani is Jorge Sedano in what should be your seat on Highly Questionable?
Truthful now.
No.
Should have gone with yes.
Joe flinched.
I'm simmering.
Joe flinched on that. Joe Harper, his computer.
like something hit him.
Like his computer spit poison at him. Like his computer was spitting acid and fire. Joe's never seen a computer spit
Alive.
like that. Let's go ahead and do this. Cue our O.J. Simpson music here.
Okay. When you blame traffic, is it just an excuse for leaving your house late?
No.
Oh, man. Do we all do that?
Just a lie. Just a lie.
Mentira.
Mentira.
What?
Mentira, dice Joe Harper, going trying to pander to our brown friends. Mentira.
Okay. Did you watch the entire OJ Made in America documentary?
Yes.
Appears to be the truth.
Wow, he was unsure of the truth.
He was unsure. He seemed unsure
Well,
of the truth.
I kind of dozed off for a minute or two, so I wasn't sure how to answer that. Like, I remember dozing off towards the end of episode 5.
Do you resent Dan for doing the show from South Beach?
Can you ask that again, Joe?
Do you resent Dan for doing the show from South Beach?
No.
Oh, yes, he does. We're better. South Beach is great.
Well, he lives very far.
I live in Jacksonville,
It's
Joe.
unbelievable.
Oh, you live in the woods.
He's getting bigger contracts and moving further and further north. He's going to live in Canada before we're done here.
Okay. Next question. Would you take the first job take? Would you take the first job take job?
The first take job.
First
Take job if it meant that everyone on the show would lose their job?
No.
You would not take the first take job.
If it meant everyone here would lose their job,
That's correct.
I would not.
That's truthful.
Thank God.
Really? I'm surprised by that.
I love you guys, man.
I love you too, man.
you.
Wait, did the meter move when he said I love you guys?
There's a bromance going on here.
I mean, I love Guillermo. We already,
Not certain about that one.
Not enough to pay him.
I don't believe him. I believe the machine is faulty, and I believe Joe Harper's a fraud.
Oh, no.
Oh, Joe,
I know.
come on.
It finally got me. Finally got me.
Roy, I love
All right. Do you wish you would be co-hosting Mike and Mike instead of this show?
you. No.
Yes.
Wow.
Iron Mike's.
Right in my soul, puncturing my heart.
I meant it, man. Faulty machine, you're a hack, Joe.
Oh,
You're a hack.
I've been called worse than that.
you're a hack.
But listen, feel good. I wouldn't leave first take if it meant you losing your job.
But that was fine. Okay.
Man, Joe. Mike with that question.
Generally, I have a sense of humor, but I got to say what it is. I got to tell it like it is. Okay.
Which Mike do I get to host it with?
Thank you. All right.
Brainy.
Do you only buy the staff lunch on Wednesday because Dan buys everyone lunch on Friday? Which he just did, by the way.
It's a great question.
It is a great question.
Such a great question. No.
What happened? Wait a minute. The machine started telling you he was lying before he said anything?
Well, no, there's a space there where he's thinking about it.
So when he was thinking
what's the
about
space say?
it,
What's the-
no, you're lying. Clearly, you're lying.
Can you ask that again? I give a more definitive answer. See if it changes the results.
No, we can't change leopards
Okay.
on
All right.
spots on a
All
leopard.
right.
All right. Do you enjoy it when we have guest hosts?
Oh, that's a good question, too. That's a good question. Do you enjoy it when we have guest hosts? Pablo Torre,
We should. Well, no, we shouldn't do that. I was gonna say.
Amin
We
Hassan.
should do it one by one.
Oh, he just gave us the idea to separate them individually.
All right, let's do that. Let's do that.
Okay.
I'll ask the questions.
You
if
do
I
the
may.
honors.
All right.
Okay, go ahead.
Do you enjoy it when we have guest co-host Pablo Torre?
Yes.
No.
Oh my! I was trying to protect the ears, so you walked right into this.
Do you?
But I do!
Do you enjoy it when we have guest co-host Greg Cody?
Yes.
Sorry, Cody.
Oh wow!
I'm telling the truth.
Do you enjoy it when we have guest co-host Amin Al Hassan?
Yes.
Well, that's the truth.
Oh, you like me more than Cody?
I love Cody, man.
Do
You
you-
guys know I love Cody.
Well, what about
That's
Pablo?
why it is a
It
hack.
sounds like Pablo.
Oh, he's a little bit too smart. I mean, this guy, Pablo.
Do you enjoy it when we have guest co-host Sarah Spain?
Yes.
The female version, he likes that. Definitely.
Okay, he likes Sarah,
Sarah,
Spain.
poor Pablo.
Or Cody. Do you enjoy it when we have guest co-host John Amici?
Yes.
That's true, too.
Okay, so it's just Pablo and Cody that he doesn't like.
That's impossible.
The machine does not lie, my friend.
Sorry.
All right. I feel bad, man. I called Cody after the show.
Go ahead, Joe. What about Pablo?
Pablo?
Go ahead.
Whatever.
Go ahead, Joe.
Be fun. Probably got Around the Horn and PTI and 19 other shows to do today after this.
Okay. Have you ever murdered a human being?
I mean, come on.
We need to know.
We have inquiring minds here.
No, Joe.
I believe you.
That would have been great.
It was weird. I was rooting for him.
I was rooting for Joe there to say that he was lying.
Oh, no.
He's
Having
lying.
too much paperwork then. Okay. If the Cavs would have lost, would you have weaseled out of the belly ring bet?
No.
Guaranteed. Weasel.
Oh, Weasel.
Guaranteed weasel. A weasel just came out on your lie detector.
Guaranteed.
A little picture of a weasel. A weasel ran across the lie detector. Last two questions here.
Okay.
Polygraph specialist Joe Harper questioning Stu God.
Congrats. Are you happy?
Wow, a really general. Oh, great.
Open-ended.
Yes, a very great. Just a great question.
What was it?
You wanted to repeat the question.
Are you happy?
Yes.
That's true. He's a happy man. Happy guy.
Are you happy right now?
No, I feel bad for Greg Cody, actually. That's all I'm thinking about is how badly I feel for Greg.
Cody knows you love him, man.
All right.
This crock, Joe Harper.
That's all. Okay. Have you ever Googled how to beat a polygraph?
No.
Come on. Definitely a lie there.
Great great job that day.
You
Spent my
failed.
entire morning in traffic looking at it.
Hey, wait, you lie about traffic.
There wasn't really any traffic. I was moving 80 miles per hour.
Traffic you may or may not have gotten because you left your home early. Joe, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, you're
Joe.
welcome, Phil.
Joe, excellent, man.
For having me.
Polygraph specialist Joe Harper. You can check him out. JosephWHarper.com. Let's create a budget so we get him in here more often. We've got a polygraph tester in here, and we're all very excited about where this is going to end up. Are you ready, Scott? Are you nervous?
People keep asking me if I'm nervous, and I keep telling them I'm not. Never been more relaxed.
Okay.
Do you believe that Dan is holding you back? Are your apologies to Dan sincere after you make fun of his fat face? Do you resent Dan for doing the show from South Park?
No.
Oh, yes, he does.
Joe Harper was telling us that the worst polygraph result he's ever seen was O.J. Simpson. How much of a liar is Dugas? It's bad. Okay.
Did you ever actually go to the doctors about your phlegm? Do you only buy the staff lunch on Wednesday because Dan buys everyone lunch on Friday?
Could it be the Dugas show with Dan Levin?
No.
Tell me the truth.
I think I got one by you there.
If the Heat and the Knicks played in the Eastern Conference Final, would you root for the Heat?
Yes.
Let's go Knicks. All right, do you wish you would be co-hosting Mike and Mike instead of this show?
No.
Yes.
Oh! Right in my soul!
Faulty machine, you're a hack, Joe.
Oh!
Should have brought extra fuses today. I didn't realize that I had you.
Your computer's gonna short circuit from how bad the lies are?